Hello and welcome back to another video. This time we are looking at Solana. As always, we will start with some traditional technical analysis before looking at what EngineeringRobo AI is telling us. Let's begin with some horizontal lines. Oops. The first one I do want to draw is across here at the top, and that is around the $211 mark. We can see where price is right now. It is at a critical juncture at $128. We can see, I'll jump into this in a minute, is that this was a previous resistance as far back as December 2023. It burst out of that price range on February, towards the end of February in 2024, and since then we have been pretty much ranging. It did break out from the prior high that hit in March, and that breakout was in November with a relatively local high of 295 on the Binance exchange. Let me get rid of the markings there. So as we said previously, this line has been a crucial area of support in the past, numerous touches on that line, and that is exactly where price stands today. So from a technical analysis perspective, a very, very key area that we're in. In terms of how Solana has been performing, I just do want to draw these momentum lines here. We can see that price was sticking very closely to this trend line. For a moment, it broke up across the horizontal line, but that didn't hold. Then it dropped further, taking out the liquidity, forming a double bottom, and then breaking over that momentum line and straight up, taking a new local high. And that was around January the 20th. Since then, we are now in March. Since January, it's been a straight drop all the way down. There was some signs of hope where price broke out of the momentum line. It immediately went up, but that didn't hold, came straight back down. We could say that this is a retest. This is an absolutely crucial area for Solana right now. Okay, now that we've got our technical analysis out the way, let us see what EngineeringRobo is telling us. First of all, we can see that it's got a red 5 intelligence score. Now this is bad. This is bad in the sense that the sentiment across the crypto space, because the indicator does track sentiment across social platforms, it's very negative at the moment. Let me switch on the remainder dashboard to understand what that is telling us before I move into other areas of this indicator. Right, another minus point is the fact that smart money is out. So the indicator does track a number of wallets, and we can see that these are out at the moment. That's not looking good. And in all time frames, it's bearish except the 15-minute, which is a very small time frame when it comes to crypto. So from a dashboard perspective, we are looking very, very negative. I will now put on the green cloud. Let's have a look to understand what is going on with the cloud, and then I'll put on the AI signals themselves with some support and resistance lines. So we can see that price had flipped on Monday, the 3rd of February, where the cloud went from green to red, and it has been red ever since. So the thickness of the cloud is actually getting thicker, and it could be that we're hoping that it becomes shallower. I still remain a bullish bias, but right now going long is definitely not something that we want to be considering. So I've just switched across. Let's go back to Binance. So it's not something that we want to be considering at the moment. Whilst the indicator is loading, let me bring to your attention what we actually look for when it comes to a bullish bias. Oh, we look for a number of confluences before price is ready to enter. One of those confluence is a traditional trend line break. Now, depending on where we draw this, we could say that it has broken and it is retesting, but that alone is not enough for us. We would be looking at a number of criteria. One of those criteria is the smart wallets, which we said that that was currently out. Another one is the cloud itself. We've said that that's red. Let's now switch on the AI buy signal. And on the daily, we have had a signal around the price point of $206. And had we followed the signal there, obviously we would have looked at different confluences as well. That would have been a nice 30% and above gain regarding that price movement. No current AI buy signal here. That's something that we want to be looking for before entering a trade. We've seen that the cloud is, we've seen the cloud is red, no AI buy signal, wallets are out, social score is 5, it's currently not bullish at all. So how far will it actually drop? Right now, it is at a turning point potentially. Let's switch on the orange support and resistance lines, and we can see that the indicator takes in a number of previous price action calculations to then draw these support and resistance lines. Let me take off the cloud. We're done looking at the cloud. And as in line with previous price action, the indicator is informing us the $120 area is absolutely key. People don't want to hear this, but the other, if we lose $120, Solana could be a bargain at $80. We've seen that price before, way back in January. So that could be an ample time to kind of reposition yourself for the last leg of the bull run. Again, from where we are, that's another 30% drop. Not likely, but definitely possible. We've had a 30% drop since the AI signal, and from the all-time high, it's currently dropped 60% nearly, let's say 55% or thereabouts. So very bearish on Solana at the moment. We are looking at some turning points, but as of yet, we don't have any signals. On the smaller time frames, let's quickly visit those to understand what's happening there. Social intelligence score is 5. Again, the dashboard is the same on this smaller time frame. We do not have a buy signal just yet, and according to the 3-hour time frame, this support line really needs to hold, because below there, there's actually not much there when we're looking at this time frame. If we have a look at even at the smaller time frames, we can see that the $124 is where price needs to kind of stay above. We have not seen any AI buy signal on the 45-minute time frame. The RSI is neutral. Everything is bearish. The 15-minute you saw a little while ago, that was bullish. It's now turned neutral. It's not looking good. I will do an update video on how Solana reacts, but we do want to see some movement upwards and then potentially another retest before considering any long positions. If you're not in a position, then you want to be waiting. If you are in a position, you don't want to be selling, just hold on to your bags and wait for price to push up. Hope you found that useful. I'll be back with another video later on to give you an update.